Hi guys, this is going to be a quick review video with some questions at the end on the ed puzzle. But I just want to review the properties again. I'm going to simplify this down. Remember, most of the properties we're learning are properties of equality, which just means that it has to be um, something that happens on both sides of an equal mark. And these aren't a trick question. An addition property of equality would be plus, add on both sides of an equal mark. So your problem would be like x minus 4 equals 10. Then you'd have to add 4 on both sides of the equal mark, and you'd get x equals 14. So the subtraction property of equality would be subtract on both sides of an equal mark, equal sign. So the problem would be x plus 2 equals 5. And you would subtract 2 from both sides. So x equals 3. So again, this step is this property because you're doing it to both sides of an equal mark. This step where you add 4 on both sides is the addition property of equality. The other two are the division property of equality. Again, you would divide on both sides of an equal mark. So like 2x equals 10. You divide 2 from here and divide 2 from here. This step is a division property of equality. And then the next one, the multiplication property of equality. You would multiply on both sides of an equal mark. So x over 4 equals 3. You would, the bottom number of a fraction, you multiply. So you get x equals 12. So this step where you multiply on both sides is the multiplication property of equality. This step where you divide on both sides, division property of equality. Really just remember that if you do something to both sides of an equal mark, then it's a property of equality. The other property that we went over is the distributive property. We've been doing this since that first week of school. We just didn't call it the distributive property. We just said we were distributing, but it is a property. Whatever you have on the outside of a parentheses, you distribute it to the inside with multiplication. And this is a distributive property. This step where you take what's on the outside and multiply it on the inside, that's the distributive property. The last thing I taught you was just combining like terms. If two terms are the same, you can combine them. You can add them together. Even if they're negative 2x plus 5x, right? This would be 3x. That's still combining like terms because those terms are like. They have the same variable and the same exponent. In this case, the exponent is 1. Combining like terms works with numbers too. 4 minus 2, those are like terms. Remember, just numbers are always like terms. 4 minus 2 is 2. This is combining like terms. All right, that's it for this one.